Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you so much for joining me for the Gemini new moon, which occurs on Sunday, June 14th. We do have Venus entering Leo on Saturday, the 13th. That'll be the time of the dark moon. So this can be a great time to clear out old energies, declutter things. On the new moon on Sunday, we do have the moon sextiling Saturn in Aries. And though Gemini moon energy can make us feel a little restless, we want to go out, but we can have that indecision of not knowing what we want to do. But it can be adventurous. But that Saturn energy in Aries can help ground some of that energy and help us to be more organized. So this can also be a great time for decluttering your closet, revamping your look for the summer, and be inspired with creative ideas, as well as getting caught up on some tasks and errands. So we have 3 piles to choose from. This is pile 1 with the black tourmaline sphere. This is pile 2 with the sodalite obelisk. And this is pile 3 with the clear quartz sphere with a little rainbow in there. So take your time in choosing your pile. You may be drawn to more than one pile, and that's your intuition letting you know that there's a message for you in that pile as well. And if you want, please feel free to like, subscribe, make a comment. It helps this channel to grow. I will begin with pile 1, and there'll be timestamps down below for the other readings, and I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you were drawn to the black tourmaline sphere, welcome to your reading. We're going to begin your reading with your 3 moon cards, and then we'll dive deeper into the reading with some tarot. So we begin with Have Faith in Your Dreams with the waxing crescent moon. So this will occur after the new moon. Next, we have the new moon beginnings. How beautiful for that. So yes, have faith in your dreams because there are new beginnings coming your way. And then we have drawing down the moon with empowerment. So have faith in your dreams. You're meant to empower these new beginnings. And I do feel like that these new beginnings are going to give you a feeling of empowerment, coming into your power, coming into your true self. Okay, let's get you a Mystic Martian card. Okay, this card popped out. We have number 4 with Andromedans. So autonomy, free will, and manifestation. So I do feel like that your dreams are going to bring manifestation. Your dreams are manifesting of your free will. I feel like that somehow you feel set free, and that is bringing about this new beginning for you. At the bottom of the deck, we have number 34 with Ouroboros, infinity, internal, and past life. So you may be drawing upon wisdom from your past life, remembering things from your past life that pertain to your empowerment, perhaps helping you to remember that you are a powerful being. Okay, let's get you a card from Grimoire of Shadows Oracle. New moon, dark moon, just before the new moon is a great time to do some shadow work. It's important to integrate. And we have for you, light of the soul. Your inner light never fades. When you remember who you are, even the darkest night becomes radiant. That is a confirmation to what I just said about remembering the power that you've accumulated through your past lives. The bottom of the deck, we have keepers of stories. Your story matters. Share your truth with love, for your words build bridges between past and future. That could also be another reason why you are remembering your past lives or certain aspects. You may be drawn to certain times of history, certain cultures, ancient cultures, perhaps times when extraterrestrials visited us, or we were able to see them because they are multidimensional beings. And I just got this message with looking at this drawing down the moon and the Andromedid, I cannot say that words, Andromedans. So I do feel like that some of you may have a connection with these beings, and through meditation, you might be working on astral travel, and with astral travel, you can go through different dimensions because you're in your astral body, and you can visit these beings or open yourself for the beings to make themselves known to you and gain wisdom from them. Okay, your cards. The sun. This is beautiful. The new moon is when the moon and sun conjunct. And this is your day in the sun. This is meant to be playful. And Gemini moon is about playfulness and creativity. The sun rules over Leo, the fifth house, which is about children and playfulness, creativity. So allow your inner child to come out and play. And it's also a card of clarity, consciousness, maybe healing some old child wounds. Next, we have the Empress, the mother of the card. So yes, you might be mothering some aspect of yourself that you are healing. The Empress is also capable of helping you to manifest your dreams. Next, we have the Three of Staffs. This is expanding energy. It's also a card of patience. Your ships are coming in. They're bringing in new information, new energy. Next, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is moving out of the choppy waters into the calm waters. This can also be about healing and soothing those old traumas that you may have had, or they're rising up within you because they do need healing. And through healing them, you are going to reclaim that power because it's no longer going to be diverted into that past pain. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. You're moving on. The wheel keeps turning. Okay, let's get some clarifying cards here. This is a powerful reading. You have 3 High Arcana cards, the Sun, the Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune. And I do feel like the Wheel of Fortune is indicating a new beginning for you. You're closing out an old phase and coming into a new one. That's why you're meant to have faith in your dreams. This is a time to manifest and reclaim your free will. We also have autonomy here. The Empress is a symbol of autonomy, as well as the sun, because we only have one sun in the center of our solar system. Okay, on the sun, we have the Two of Wands. This is a card of contemplation, but it's also encouraging you to get out of your comfort zone. And this person is holding a globe and contemplating where to go next. So you're thinking about, maybe you're thinking about a vacation or a weekend away, or maybe even a day trip, getting out of your comfort zone, going someplace new. Next, we have the Hanged Man on the Empress. The Hanged Man to me is getting a new perspective on things. And that new perspective with the Hangman is drawing up that energy from the unconscious and integrating it into who you want to be. I see the Hangman as a cocoon. A caterpillar has spun that cocoon. It's now hanging there, transforming, waiting patiently to emerge as a butterfly and embracing this new beginning. But while it's in this state, it is dreaming of being a butterfly. So when it emerges from that transformation, it innately knows what it now is, a beautiful butterfly or moth. And so I feel like pay attention to your dreams. You're receiving information from the unconscious that you're meant to integrate into the conscious. On the Three of Staffs, we have the Four of Wands, a celebration, reaching a goal. And with that Three of Staffs, your patience is being rewarded because the Four of Wands follows the Three of Staffs. On the Six of Swords, we have the King of Swords. This is balanced energy, becoming your own authority of your own life, of your own healing, rebalancing yourself. On the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Three of Pentacles. Some of you may be starting up a new business or doing the preliminary work of setting up that new business, getting together with some friends or people that you want on your dream team that are going to help contribute to making that dream come true. Have faith in your dreams, because these three people in the dream team all have a dream, and they all have something to contribute to making the bigger picture come true. Each person has something to offer and contribute to the tasks. They each have their task to do to bring together a bigger project. So I do feel like that this is a project that's bigger than just you, but this is something that gives you freedom. And that's one of the things that interests everybody else on the team, because they have freedom to bring in to the situation what they would want to contribute, what they love to do. And they complement each other. Okay, let's get you a couple dark moon cards. As I said, the dark moon, the crone moon, will be on Saturday, before the new moon. We always have a dark moon before the new moon. And we have for you, okay, we have Kali. Okay, she is clearing away the negativity. She is the goddess of, she is a great destroyer, but she's destroying the obstacles, that which blocks you. And quite often when she shows up after she's cleared everything, a new beginning emerges. And then we have number 40 with reward. Okay, and we have a lion here with a woman, and we do have Venus moving into Leo on Saturday. So I feel like that you surrendering to clearing out the obstacles, you will be rewarded. And that reward will be through Venus. And with the Empress, in many decks, she has the shield with the symbol of Venus on it. So I do feel like that is important. There could be a reward of manifestation because we do have the Hangman there too. And it comes, the reward comes through that transformation. Okay, let's get you a couple spell cards because it's always fun to do magic. Okay, we have connection. I like this with Gemini energy because Gemini is about communication. It's ruled by Mercury, so there can be some travel, communication, and connection. And here we have connect with your household spirits. I love this. Okay, get in touch with the energies that make your home a safe space. Sit comfortably in the physical or spiritual center of your home. In your mind, carefully trace its borders. Then imagine a silver thread running through you from deep into the ground to high into the heavens. Thank your home and its spirits for their continued presence. So you have this silver thread rising up out of the center of the earth and reaching up into the expansion of the sky. And I do feel like that is really nice with Kali as well as the reward, because this is connecting with your spirits that are going to help you clear away that gloom, to clear away the negativity and get reorganized, draw down with this drawing down the moon, empowerment to empower your dreams that you want to manifest, which your next card is manifestation. Okay, in pursuit of patience. And we talked about patience throughout your reading here. Sometimes we all need a little support in tackling the frustrations of life. Gather a blue candle and a small bowl of clear water. Light the candle and focus on it while meditating. Breathe in tranquility of the blue color. Breathe out your frustration and imagine it soaking into the bowl of water. When you feel calm, blow out the candle and empty the bowl of water outside. The earth will take care of it for you. This is really lovely energy. And I'm going to end your reading here. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. And until next time, take care and have a blessed new moon. Thank you. Hello, Pile 2. If you were drawn to the Sodalite obelisk, welcome to your reading. We're going to begin your reading with your 3 moon cards, and then we'll dive deeper into the reading with some tarot. And we begin with Witch's Moon, Magic and Mystery. I like that. Next, we have Bring Love into the Situation with New Moon in Aquarius. So I feel like part of your magic and mystery is about inviting love into your life, into a situation, a project, something that you love doing. Next, we have Dark Side of the Moon with Mystery. Okay, giving confirmation to that mystery. So I feel like that this is asking you to be silent, to remain quiet, and just do. Don't tell anyone about your plans of projects that you're working on. Don't share your ideas with others unless you need to. I feel like that this is working on yourself, and this could be bringing love to yourself, some self-love, healing some of those old wounds that you might be feeling. Maybe you're getting kind of down about yourself because you didn't handle a situation differently. Now, in hindsight, you see that you could have dealt with that in a better way. But it's in the past now, and it's time to let go of that quietly. You don't need to share that with anyone. I do feel like that what you're working on is for yourself. So keep that mystery, keep your mystique. Some of you might be creating a mystique, uh, which is going to bring about charisma, because people are drawn to a mystery and magic. Okay, let's get you a Mystic Martian card. And this doesn't mean that you can't have fun with this. For some of you, this could be planning a surprise party for a loved one. And we have number 9 with grays short, timid, misunderstood, and shy. So to me, this is kind of pointing to a situation that you wish that you handled a little bit differently. Or there's a part of you that is shy and timid and misunderstood, and you're not really sure how to communicate what it is you want to communicate, because Gemini is about communication. And with the new moon, allow yourself some quiet time and maybe write down some poems, or just allow some creative flow of writing, and just start there. Maybe that will bring about new inspiration for you. Okay, let's get you a Grimoire of the Shadows Oracle. This is a great time for working with your shadow and healing it, integrating it, which helps you to balance yourself as a whole being. We have Moon Brew. Okay, under the moon's quiet glow, your intuition awakens. Trust the whispers of your dreams. They carry truth from beyond the veil. Okay, mystery. Okay, I feel like that is a big confirmation for what I was just saying. Underneath the deck, we have the internal flame. Your spirit is everlasting, even when you feel lost. The flame within continues to burn bright and true. This is your soul light that helps you to descend into the shadow, to go into your shadow. And the candlelight is soft enough that it's only going to show you what you need to see so that you're not overwhelmed. And it brings a friendly light into the shadow so that your shadow is aware that you're there for it, for healing. You're bringing in the light in the darkness. Okay, let's go deeper into this reading with the tarot. And I do feel like that there's something about the timid, misunderstood, and shy with the gray shorts. I feel like that this is in between the shadow and light. It's kind of in the fog, and it could be something that you're misunderstanding about yourself, and they're asking you to come in and not be afraid, because these are shy, timid beings. And to me, I just saw a black widow, because black widows are shy, timid spiders. Yes, they are extremely poisonous and beautiful with that red hourglass on their belly, and they're all black, but they are very shy, timid spiders, and they don't want to cause harm to you. That's why they hide off in the corners, in the dark areas. So be kind to those aspects to yourself, because if you come in attacking, yes, they are capable of defending themselves. They're poisonous. But if you treat them with kindness and love, because bring love into the situation, and you have yourself a beautiful which is familiar, guarding the secret corners of your home, of your yard, wherever they may dwell. And they can be mysterious. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. This is a very positive card, especially with manifestation, materializing your dreams. This could be a financial windfall coming your way. And this is a big financial windfall coming your way. This could come in the form of a promotion, a pay raise, getting a better job, or creating your own work. This could have to do with your own career. Maybe some of you are artists, and there's magic and mystery that's in your artwork that draws people in. And it's that mystery that enchants them. Next, we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, bringing love into your life, bringing love into the situation. The Knights are instigators of change. And with the Nine of Pentacles, this is someone who shares their wealth, but they keep enough for themselves to live very comfortably in what each individual has their own perception of luxury. And so this is someone who has the time to be themselves, to get to know themselves. And I do feel like that the grays are an aspect of yourself, your shy, misunderstood, timid self. And that could be because, people have taken advantage of that aspect of yourself. And you have a lot of past wounds around that you're meant to heal at this time. Queen of Swords, bringing clarity. Also, with her sword, she can sever the cords, connections to toxic people, toxic situations. The sword represents her willpower. The sword represents our actions, the mental body, our thoughts. And you might be sending out the message that I am not someone to be messed with. And the Queen of Swords is ruled by Aquarius, and we have the new moon in Aquarius here, bringing love into the situation. And I do feel like that you are getting rid of negative, toxic situations to invite love into your space. Next, we have the Hanged Man, getting a shift on your perspective. There is transformation occurring here. As I've said many times, I see the hangman as a cocoon hanging upside down in transforming from a caterpillar into a butterfly. And while it's in that state, it is dreaming of being a butterfly. It is integrating this new information, and dreams rise up from the subconscious. You might be given symbols in your dreams, something symbolic that is meant to help guide you. And then we have the King of Staffs. This card is ruled by Leo. We have Venus entering Leo on Saturday when we have the dark moon. And the King of Staffs is about taking action on your inspiration. But it is the last card here because we have the Nine of Pentacles. These are the resources that you have. The Knight of Cups is bringing love into sharing that love, but only with those who deserve it, because you are severing ties with negative, toxic situations and people, making room for more love into your life, for growth, for transformation. And then once you've gone through this transformation, then you come out of your cocoon, because you're this timid, misunderstood, shy being inside. There's some aspect about yourself that is shy and misunderstood. And you can use that to your advantage as your mystery, because we do tend to try to hide those aspects of ourselves to protect it from people who would take advantage of that or cause more wounds, make fun of. And I feel like that you are in a protective cocoon because of your shyness, and you're getting ready to emerge. You're receiving messages from the unconscious that the time to emerge is soon. Let's get some clarifying cards on here with the Everyday Witch, okay? On the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Six of Pentacles. This is really nice because this is someone who is sharing their wealth. And the Nine of Pentacles is about sharing. Now, if you notice, I know this is a small card, but she is giving this person 4 coins. And this person is bringing a basket, or she's holding on to a basket. But it looks like she's ignoring this other person, but she's giving 4 coins to this person. So in some ways, this is the mystery of the 10 of Pentacles, because technically there are 10 pentacles here. She is wearing 6 and she is giving 4 away. Now she might be checking to see if this person that she's giving 4 coins to is going to share it with the one that she's not giving 4 coins to. And this person is touching the basket that has food in it. And with this card, I feel like maybe there have been situations where you have been left out, you have been excluded. And that could be reasons why you feel timid, misunderstood, and shy. And it has made you embarrassed to ask for help because when you've asked for help in the past, you were ignored. Well, now, with this card on the Nine of Pentacles, you are being given the encouragement to give that help to yourself. Spirit is offering that help to you. Some say, Spirit gives to those who help themselves, but sometimes we need outside help. There are just some things that we're not able to do without the help of others. Anyone who's moved from one place to another appreciate the help of their friends to help them move the heavy stuff, or hiring somebody to help you move the heavy stuff. But that's still asking for help. And so I do feel like that this is telling you it's okay to ask for help. And this might be in the form of a prayer or of ritual. This could be your magic and mystery, where you're asking the universe to bring love into this situation that is going to help you. On the Knight of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles, and the help is given. The Three of Pentacles is the dream team makes the dream work. These are people who appreciate each other's gifts. Everybody has something a little different that they bring to the table, but they complement each other, and that's why they make a beautiful team. And so they are showing, this is what I can do, this is what that person can do, and this is what the other person can do. And it's all focused on the same project. It's splitting up the different tasks that each person is meant to accomplish. And it is something that they love to do, because we have the Knight of Cups, which is bringing love into the situation. So this is also giving an opportunity. Maybe some of you might be investing in a friend who is starting up a business. Maybe your role is investing money, giving them something to start up with. You've seen their business plan and you see that it's worth investing. This could also be being a patron to somebody's artistry, because the Three of Pentacles is also about contracts with creative works. On the Queen of Swords, we have the Lovers. And here I feel like you are clearing out everything that isn't about love. The Lovers is ruled by Gemini, and this is the new moon in Gemini reading. It's also about a choice, making a decision in doing what you love to do. And for some of you with this Queen of Swords, it's letting go of the toxicity, letting go of the negativity to have a new beginning with doing something that you love, something that inspires you. And right here, love is inspiring you. And somebody is drawn to your magic and mystery. And you may have your sword up. You might be feeling a little defensive. You might not be trusting this because you're feeling timid, shy, misunderstood, because you've experienced that in the past. And you're trying to make a different approach. That's why we come to the Hangman with a new perspective. And we have the Two of Swords. Okay, this is also a card of indecision. not sure how to make a choice. What choice do you make? And it's waiting to see what happens. And then on the King of Staffs, we have the Hermit with number 9. Okay, I see this as some self-reflection, taking some time alone. Can this person deal with you needing to take some time alone to do some healing, uh, to allow you to not show everything about yourself, not exposing your wounds to them, possibly out of fear that they would take advantage of those, and as you've experienced in the past. And then when you heal them, they don't need to see it because it's been healed. It's gone. Only you know it's there. Okay, let's get you a couple Dark Moon Oracle cards. Okay, this one came out. Seek calm with number 20. Yes, I feel like that is a confirmation, because in that calm is going to bring love and inspiration. And then this card fell out. Self-sacrifice. Okay, and that's with I feel like that you're done with self-sacrifice, even though with this 6 of Pentacles and even with the 9 of Pentacles, you are sacrificing some coins to someone, maybe investing in a new business venture. And maybe with that Queen of Swords, releasing those toxic situations. You might be afraid because you're familiar with swimming with the sharks. Okay, let's get you one more card here. And we have responsibility. And we have Kali. Okay, here I feel like don't let people dump their responsibilities onto you. I feel like that's how it's tying in with the self-sacrifice. People are dumping their problems onto you, making you responsible for their problems. And it's like, it's not my responsibility to do that. And that could also cause some disagreements here with this 3 of Pentacles, but the 9 of Cups is bringing love into that situation. And if there's anybody in that group, some of you might be whittling down the team that you want to work with. And I do feel like you're going to let go of those that don't love the project, because the Lovers is about a choice, and it is on the Queen of Swords. Who are you choosing to let go of? And with that self-sacrifice, yeah, you're familiar with swimming with the sharks. And if anybody triggers that energy within you, pay attention to that. Trust yourself. Seek the calm. Seek people who bring calm into the situation, because that'll make the project go much smoother, and it will help you to make better choices when you're stuck on indecision between what's familiar and what's not familiar. Okay, let's get you some magic spell cards, because it's always fun to do magic. Okay, these 2 cards fell out. Spirit says these are your cards. So we start with cleanse. Aura cleansing shower. Yes. Use your shower to cleanse your aura and bring back equilibrium. For everyday use, you can simply imagine the water washing away the energies that may have attached to you. We all pick up energy, positive and negative, everywhere we go. It's not your energy. It's not your responsibility to carry other people's energies. On days when you need an extra boost to cut through the fog of excess energy, that's that Queen of Swords with the Lover's card, drop a sachet of sea salt. You can put that in a little bag or put it in your washcloth, or just do a salt scrub and cleanse your whole body. And you can incorporate rosemary and mint in your shower. And not only are these ingredients associated with banishing, but it will smell divine. And the salt, even though it cleanses, it will also protect you. And then your final card is manifestation. Cool down with celestial ice cubes. How perfect for just before summertime. Sun and moon water ice cubes add a bit of magic to any drink, especially in hot water. Especially in hot weather. Moon water can be made by leaving water out overnight in the moonlight. Sun water is created the same way, but don't leave the water in the sun for longer than half an hour. Moon water is great for introspective work, like spells for divination, self-love, and spirituality. Sun water is great for external intentions, boosting vitality, energy, and communication. And it is a great time for creating some sun tea. And when we have the full moon, you can take a big jar or a couple vessels of water in a jar, put them in the moonlight, so that make sure that there's a lid so that insects or things don't fall into your moon water. And then you can bring it in and pour it in your ice cube trays and put that in your freezer. And nobody has to know that they are moon water ice cubes. That's part of your magic and mystery. And same way with your tea as well. So I feel like that you're meant to keep your magic and mystery to yourself. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. There's a great saying, don't complain, don't explain. So if you don't complain, you don't have to explain. And that way, when people see you, they're not going to expect, oh, this person always complains. If you have somebody in your life who constantly complains, you know how much it can drain your energy, because you offer them help, like with the Six of Pentacles. You offer someone help, but they don't take your help. They just want to complain. And so she's rewarding the person who's not complaining, but wants to do something, wants to create and manifest something. So don't complain and don't explain yourself. If you are working on a project, you know, everybody here on the Three of Pentacles knows what they're doing. Their task is clear. They don't have to explain what they're doing until they bring their piece to the greater project. And then it's like, okay, this is how this is going to fit together. So I'm going to end your reading here, pile 2. I hope that you found it helpful and inspiring. Please feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment. It helps this channel to grow. And until next time, take care and blessed be, my friends. Hello, pile 3. If you were drawn to the clear quartz sphere, welcome to your reading. We're going to begin your reading with your 3 moon cards for this Gemini new moon. And we begin with the waning gibbous moon, repellent magic. Okay, well, dark moon, which is just before the new moon, is a great time to clear out anything that you don't want. So if you want to repel negative energy, Saturday the 13th will be a great time to do that. We have Venus moving into Leo on Saturday the 13th. So with repellent magic, I feel like that you're repelling that which you don't want in your life so that you're making room for love to come into a situation. Love for yourself. And this could be repelling bad habits, toxic situations, toxic people, however that applies to you. Next, we have dark moon. Clear your energy. Okay, so maybe you are clearing your energy. So, clearing your energy, maybe part of that is to repel the negative energy, because sometimes when we go about our day and we deal with, we run into negative people and they irritate us, and that irritant just kind of gets under our skin, and uh, you're meant to clear that out and repel people like that, or maybe that person or situation. Next, we have the new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. Okay, this could be somebody who is triggering something within you, and it stirs up some old fears, some old traumas. And even though that you're working on healing those old fears, those traumas, they keep rising up into your present. This is a great time to sit with that energy and ask it, how can I clear this? What do I need to do to heal this situation and clear this blockage, this obstacle, so that the energy can flow better? Okay, let's get you a Mystic Martian card. And we have for you number 10, the grays, the tall, utilitarian, organized, intimidating. Okay, maybe you're dealing with somebody who intimidates you, or maybe you get defensive around these people, and it makes you something within you to intimidate them because you just want them gone from you. The bottom of the deck, we have 25 with the air element: philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. Okay, here is making choices, and Gemini is an air element. And I'm going to put that right here with this card, because I do feel like you're meant to clear the air here. There we go. Okay, clear your energy. I feel like you are meant to clear the air here from this intimidating, organized utilitarian. This could be a job that you just do not like. Maybe you have a boss who's just very intimidating, and you're empathic, and maybe you're drawn more to, philosophy and discernment, because discrimination here, I feel, is more about discerning, making a choice on what you want to do here. So I do feel like that you are trying to clear the air of that intimidating kind of energy. And then we have this card on the bottom as well, with pentagram: harmony, protection, idealism. So I do feel like that this repellent magic, you are trying to protect yourself Let's get you a card from the Grimoire of Shadow Work. And it could be because you are an empath that you're just picking up this ugly energy and it's making you feel icky, and you're finding that you always have to like clear that energy. Well, probably the reason why you're experiencing that over and over is because it's attached to a fear that you're meant to work through. What is it about that situation that intimidates you? Do they remind you of someone? Okay, we have for you sacred lineage. You are part of something timeless. The strength of generations flows through you. Honor it with courage and grace. Okay, so maybe some of you are healing some generational trauma, and that could be why you're feeling confused about this energy, because it's like, this doesn't feel like my energy. But generational traumas do pass on through the generations, and maybe you are meant to heal that. And by healing that generational trauma, by um, shifting this cycle so that negative cycle doesn't keep repeating, you are healing your ancestors' trauma as well as yours. You become that stopping point. You become that point of transformation by clearing that energy and repelling that from happening again. We can learn a lot from our fears, but I do feel like that some of you might be resisting in dealing with your fears and you keep running away from it. And again, I encourage you to sit with that quietly, calmly, in sacred space, and maybe journal about it, maybe do some artwork to help you understand, work through it, allow spirit to flow through you. You might even be receiving messages through your dreams, or when you start writing, it's like you start channeling words because spirit is talking through you. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have divine union. All that was once divided becomes whole within you. Heaven and earth meet. The peace of coming home to yourself. So I do feel like that goes with that sacred lineage. You are coming home to yourself. You are healing by healing something within yourself. You're healing something within your lineage. This could be overcoming a bad habit or addictions that you learned from childhood. And you were taught that this is okay behavior. And you're realizing the impact that it's having on your health and well being. And through your actions, you are breaking the cycle by repelling the bad habit, no longer participating in that bad habit, and bringing clarity into your life. And I know that alcoholism can be a big thing that runs through many families. And I feel like that you've experienced that, and you have broke that cycle with sobriety. And it takes time for that energy to clear, and even longer for the healing to begin, not only physically, but emotionally, mentally, and then understanding and knowing that through you, you are healing the generational trauma through you. And now we have the tarot, Queen of Pentacles. This is beautiful. The Queen of Pentacles is about resourcefulness. You have resources available to you. The Queen of Pentacles is very much involved with her community. So this could be working with your community. Next, we have Justice. Okay, that's funny. Okay, maybe some of you have gotten in trouble and you have to do some community service. For some reason, that just popped in my head. But I feel like that this is on the bigger picture. You are balancing your energies. As far as business, because the Pentacles can represent business and finances. Um, if there are any litigations, this could also be seeking legal advice for business LLCs, corporations, setting up those licenses so that you're operating legally. This could also be seeking authoritative advice. Then we have the Queen of Swords, okay, the Queen of Discernment and Evaluation. Okay, you're given the information and now you are deciding. The ball is in your court for you to decide what to do with that information or what actions, because the swords do represent the actions that we take. What action are you going to take? It's like you've received a wake-up call. Here we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, the Three of Pentacles has been showing up in the other readings. This is the Dream Team Makes the Dream Work. This is about adding that special touch that makes it uniquely yours. This can also be working with a team on a specific project. It might not be a forever project. This does have to do with contracts. So that could also be why the Justice card is here. Is someone trying to get out of a contract? Are they in breach of a contract? And then we have the Knight of Swords, clearing the obstacles out of your pathway. The Knights are instigators of change. And I do feel like this goes nicely with the reading because it's asking you to work through your fears. It's asking you to clear the obstacles out of your way. The Knight of Swords, the swords represent the element of air, clearing the air. And the Queen of Swords is the queen of discrimination and evaluation, discernment. Okay, let's get some clarifying tarot on here for you. I feel like for this pile, you might be dealing with a few different things. Some things, and it's tied in with your fears, with making you feel intimidated or making you feel like you're backed in a corner with that tall gray. Maybe your work is asking you to do something that you really don't feel comfortable doing. There's something within you that's saying, this is not right. I don't feel right about that. And maybe it's, and this knight is looking at all these other cards. What is blocking your way from what it is you want to do that brings you happiness? This could also involve a family business. We do have that sacred lineage. And, sometimes you might feel intimidated because, you feel like you have to carry on that responsibility of the business. and that's not where your interest lies, or you just don't feel right about that. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles on the Queen of Pentacles. Working on your projects. The Eight of Pentacles is apprenticeship. This is practice makes perfect. This could be you working on something in, practicing it until you get it right. I'm like seeing a concert pianist, or somebody who plays an instrument, and you're in an orchestra. Well, on your own time, you have to practice your part, because when you get together with the orchestra, your part is part of the bigger part, the whole orchestra. Your part is part of this whole. Okay, on the Justice card, we have the Lovers. Okay, this could indicate marriage. Although, the Queen of Swords does represent separation and divorce. And, I'm feeling like, don't fall for the same person that you just left, because quite often that's how patterns repeat themselves. We're attracted to people that, the same types of people or same types of situations that, and we repeat them because we haven't learned the lesson. And that's why it's important for you to work through your fears, so that you can clear this energy and clear that sacred lineage of that generational trauma. On the Queen of Swords, we have the Magician. Let your willpower be your magic, because the Magician is utilizing his willpower, the law of will, to manifest that which he desires. He has practice with the different elements, because the Magician has a symbol for each of the four elements: the sword, the pentacle, the wand, and the cup. And he is drawing upon all four elements and incorporating his spirit, which makes the fifth element, spirit element, to manifest what he wills. And he has to clear his energy. The repellent magic can be putting up your sacred circle. When you do magic, are you putting a protection circle around you before doing your magic? Because if not, that could invite interference. So make sure you cleanse your space and put a protective boundary on it, whether it's an energy bubble, whether it's a salt circle, or just drawing a circle around you. It can be chalk, whatever works for you in your situation. On the Three of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I love this, because for those of you who have been working towards going into business for yourselves, you are going to be very successful. This is manifestation. I feel like that you are leaving something very negative behind. You're protecting yourself, maybe with this Justice card, so that you can move forward in something that you love to do, setting up legal protections so that you can manifest. This could be patents on your ideas, on your work, on your technical properties. I don't know too much about technology, but I know that people protect their code work. There can be copyright infringement on that. So I do feel like that whatever it is that you want to manifest, once you break free of this negative situation and protect yourself, you are going to be very successful. The obstacles are out of your way with that Knight of Swords, in which we have the Star, claiming your North Star, claiming your purpose in life, And this is also wish fulfillment, wish upon a star. I love that. Okay, let's get you some dark moon cards. Okay, Spirit dropped these two cards out, so we're going to go with that. Okay, we have torn and scattered. Okay, so I feel like that somewhere, maybe this intimidating person or this job that you thought that you were going to love, this career that you thought was going to love, is tearing you between your own personal morals and ethics and kind of scattering your mental energy. I feel like I should draw another card here. And you're feeling very uncomfortable about this intimidating situation. And I feel like that you want to clear that air. Okay, Hecate flipped over with the master number 33. And Hecate is the goddess of the dark moon. And she is the goddess of the crossroads. So you might be feeling like you're at a crossroads. This is a great time to communicate with Hecate and ask for her guidance, because we have an owl here, wisdom. And at the bottom of the deck, we have unveil. I feel like that she will unveil. Notice that the veil between is thin. She will unveil to you the truth that you seek. Follow your inner light. Okay, let's get you a couple magical everyday spell cards, because it's always fun to do magic and working with the moon. Dark moon is, which is the day before the new moon, is a great time to clear out that negative energy, clear your energy field, and then with the new moon, work on what you want to manifest. And I see that you want to work on manifesting your dreams, your desires. Okay, we have connection. Okay, connect with your household spirits. This card came up in one of the other readings. Get in touch with the energies that make your home a safe space. And we talked about that as well in this reading. Sit comfortably in the physical or spiritual center of your home. In your mind, carefully trace its borders. Then imagine a silver thread running through you from deep into the ground to high into the heavens. Thank your home and its spirits for their continued presence. So, yeah, call upon your household spirits to repel negative energies, to keep negative, toxic situations away. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have cleanse. This card also came up in one of the other readings. Use your shower to cleanse your aura and bring back equilibrium. But we have justice with the lovers. The lovers do represent a choice, and you have a choice. Okay, for everyday use, you can simply imagine the water washing away the energies that may have attached to you. We all pick up energy, positive and negative, everywhere we go. Talked about that earlier in the reading as well. On days when you need an extra boost to cut through the fog of excess energy, drop a sachet of sea salt, rosemary, and mint in your shower. Not only are these ingredients associated with banishing, but it will smell divine. And salt also forms a protective boundary around you. So I'm going to end your reading here. Pile 3, I hope that you enjoyed it. and found it inspiring and helpful, please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and it helps this channel to grow. Until next time, enjoy your new moon in Gemini. Take care, and blessed be, my friends.